The Labyrinth of the Ancients. Gentlemen, the secrets of ancient Aleg beckon. Oh, and Graha named our little expedition Noah because there's a famous Allegan mage named Noah, and he came up with a ridiculous acronym for it that I don't remember. But he thought we needed a legendary name, and that this legendary mage Noah was the best fit for it. So that was interesting. But let's not keep them waiting any longer. Adventurer, you and I will join the engineers at the Crystal Tower's main gateway, where we will endeavor to neutralize the structure's outer defenses. Ramburos, meanwhile, will remain here and oversee the operation. Given my knowledge of Allegan history, it seems logical that I should lead the expedition itself, though I admit the role does not exactly befit my status as an observer. Still, we can but use of the resources at hand. Assuming all are in agreement, let us proceed forthwith to the large lopsided gate found to the southeast. Oh yeah, and the reason Graha is on the expedition here is because he's an expert in ancient Allegan history, but he's also basically believes in observation and like seeing how things go and being a little bit hands-off, but maybe not, because he's also always wanting to charge into battle. But it's kind of a Charlian thing. The Charlians don't like to get involved with things which has already caused conflict with us. So maybe that's part of why. Alright. Crystal Tower! I want to see it! It's so pretty. Oh, the sound might be a little quiet. I'll make sure I turn it up. So I can't even hear the music right now. The Crystal Tower lies beyond this portal. Now comes the interesting part. Sid, you are the only one of our number who has ever crossed this threshold. I ask that you take the lead for the present. And everybody's going. Are we here? We're here! Wow. It's so pretty. Let's see if our crystal sand contraption works. I say, the energy radiating from these statues is palpable. Big stretch from Pele. Ow. I need to cut your claws, baby. That hurt. Lucky for us that it is. One might otherwise stroll past them. Feast your eyes on the elemental defenses which prompted our lengthy preparations. These sentinels prevent would-be intruders from advancing to within 20 yalms of the tower's inner reaches. Didn't we already do this? Yep, still active. No matter how swift they may be. Happily, the crystal fangs we took such pains to craft should spare us the inconvenience of instantaneous annihilation. Here, allow me to demonstrate. Chief, it's too dangerous to allow anyone else to risk his life testing one? Quite right. I made the damn things. It's my job to see that they work. So this isn't just a force field, it's like a laser disintegrator. No. I was expecting him to like stab it, so it's a fang, but I guess that works. Just hold it close. Woohoo! Success! I, for one, am convinced. Friends, ready your fangs. Let's do it. Number 2. We're getting there. Raha's turn. One more remains. We're so close. This last one is yours, old friend. It seemed only right. Oh. Bro, poor Wedge. He's the only one who didn't get to do one. Bro, that crystal, or that statue fell like inches from Graha. He almost just got decimated. Haha, we did it! So much for the outer defenses. Indeed. The entrance to the tower is near at hand. My blood fairly sings with anticipation. Speaking of blood, I have a proposal for the next stage of the expedition. I suggest we wait here while Lyoki and a hand-picked party of his adventuring companions enter the tower. What? Without us? I thought we came here to survey the entire structure. We did, and we will. But our investigations must proceed at a more measured pace. The outside of the place is this well defended. Can you imagine what awaits us on the inside? Only a true hero could reasonably hope to brave the hazards ahead and live to tell the tale. Lyoki here fits that description better than anyone I know. It's not as if we shall be idle in his absence. While Lyoki and his companions are risking life and limb to beat us a path to the tower, we can set about analyzing this rubble for evidence of how its technologies function. Our knowledge of ancient lore will be invaluable in that endeavor, historian Grahatia. Bah. Do you ever tire of being right, old man? Ahem. Lyoki, as it seems I won't be accompanying you, allow me to at least provide some instruction. The maze that surrounds the base of the tower is known as the Labyrinth of the Ancients. During this initial foray, I suggest you concentrate on ridding the place of hostile enemies. When you are reasonably certain the maze is secure, contact me via link shell, and we shall join you post-haste, no matter what Master Garland says. Though we would prefer it if any relics you encounter remained intact, you have leave to do whatever is necessary to secure ingress to the upper levels of the tower. Fortune go with you, Lyoki. Uh-huh. Alright, we made it to the front door! Crystal Tower, Labyrinth of the Ancients, now accessible. Poggies. Okay, it's time for our first Alliance raid. Alright. How's the sound levels? Should be... I guess we'll see in battle, but... we should be pretty good. But let me know if it gets too loud or it's still quiet. Duties for alliances. This duty is designed to be undertaken by an alliance. A squad of 24 adventurers formed of 3 full parties. This battle composition is reserved for large-scale duties only. When you are in an alliance, the class job icons and HP bars of alliance members will appear to the right of the party list, but joining forces with other parties can achieve that which would otherwise be impossible. Alright. This is our first alliance raid. Excited. 24 people. Labyrinth of the Ancients. This might take a while. This is why I wanted to change servers. Oh, we got really lucky. Okay. Apparently we got like the last spot. And we'll do this one as Samurai. I actually should level up the other jobs. I keep meaning to. I just have so much I want to do on Celestia, but I don't. Crystal Tower music is so good. No, someone withdrew. I hope this doesn't take like 10 minutes now because one person said no. Crystal Tower. This area is so crazy. Did you come back? Miss me? Where's my webcam sitting so high? Here we go. There's the kitties. I need to weigh them again. Neither of them lost any more weight though. They didn't gain any weight, which is good. But they are still not losing it as quick as I was hoping. I did feed them a little bit more than I planned to a couple days this week. They were acting really hungry. I also played with them a lot more this week. So I was hoping they just burned more calories. Oh no. Hi, Lulu. Hi, Lulu. Can I help you? Can I help you? Huh? Maybe. Do you want something? I don't know what you want, Luna. Just staring at me. Okay, well, we might end up playing some Sims tonight after all. Don't want to spend all night just sitting here. I don't know when the server transfer stuff is going to be available again. It's the downside. So what I might do is Luna, you're on the keyboard. What I might do is stream tomorrow, like early-ish afternoon, so that it's still a relatively normal server time. So there's actually people playing. We don't have to wait 30 minutes to do this. Because right now it's 3 a.m. for the server time, so there's not a lot of people playing, which is why this is taking so long. There's Luna. It's Luna time. Why is the game not showing? There we go. It's our official Luna break. And just the black blob of Pele. Should I update the text to be Pele and Luna? Should we have a separate one for Pele and Luna? Luna. Look up at the camera. Oh. You silly girl. Cute Luna. I can't get the camera to stay, so just awkwardly holding it. Yeah. Could be fun to have one for each, but then you'd have to remember twice as many commands, which is a little difficult. Oof. And I was getting tired there. I feel like I need to update a lot of the commands. I think we have a lurk one, but it is still very generic. That's true. Yeah. When Pele is comfortable, she just looks like the most relaxed creature in the world. She's so cute. Just looks so cute when she gets comfy. Uh-oh. Luna's on the keyboard. And opening. Oh no. Luna, I'm gonna have to move you. I'm sorry. You can't sit on the keyboard. You should know that. What did you just do? How did you do that? Did you just change what monitor it was on? What the? I didn't even know that was possible. I think I have to log out. I don't know how she did that. Says it requires a reboot. Yeah, Luna is better with computers than I am. That is for sure. If I do this. This. And this. Okay, I think it's fixed. And got that instant queue, and then one person declined it. Now can't get anything. What can we do while we're waiting for this? I tried to do what I could. We wouldn't run into this. Just a lot of really unfortunate circumstances out of our control. what's happening on Twitch right now? Got some chess happening. Chess is doing this thing called Blitz Champs, which is like Pog Champs, but with NFL players. Kind of interesting. It is pretty interesting. Doesn't seem to be quite as popular as streamers playing, but I was definitely curious to watch a little bit of it.
Look at him. Practically pre-move rookie. Castles loses a piece. Black is now winning both on the board, not up on the clock, but from a practical perspective, we've seen
Neither one of them have like any time left.
will be better in time pressure so far.
Oh, I think they play with increment though. So it's fine.
Up a piece. Not really a whole lot of threats that Larry can make here. At this point, I think really the only way Larry can win is on time. I don't know what you think.
Agreed. And you don't want to trade Brooks, but I don't know that he's going to come up with anything better with no time on the clock. Nope, never mind. He does. Okay, it's, there's pieces on the board, there's still a game going. Is that like a cliche a coach would say in football? There's time on the clock, there's still a chance to win.
Hey, your football references haven't been that cringe today. You're like trying to make up for it.
I appreciate that. We play the game to win. Playoffs? All right. Okay, rookie 4 if you're Larry. You got to play quickly here, but I think that Will is cleaning up and doing well.
Yeah. Although we haven't seen Will's endgame technique yet, so
We haven't. That's fair.
Let's see how he converts this.
Okay,
there's a pin.
It takes it would take a I don't know. Take something. Take a miracle on board.
Yeah, Will knows what he's doing.
Yeah, it's playing itself at this point. The A pawn runs, and as predicted when the blitz tiebreaker happened, Will Davis shows up, and then he glows up. He's all glowed up. Will Davis shows up, glows up, and punches his ticket to...
We just gotta avoid stalemates.
To winning Group B.
All right, and Larry's playing for stalemate here.
Okay.
Unbelievable. Amazing stuff right there.
There we go.
That is fantastic chess
I miss
from Will Davis.
Champs days.
I would golf clap if it was a golf tournament. But instead I'll just cheer. I mean, wow. It was, I think, really high quality chess from Larry throughout. As we know, he had the best cap score, and he actually does take the 1 seed regardless of that victory because of how accurate he was in rapid. 。 . 。 . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . .
MSQ popped. Well, hopefully. Two more people. Come on. Please. One person. Alright, let's go into the Labyrinth of the Ancients. First 24-person experience. Dun, dun. Crystal Tower. Labyrinth of the Ancients. Get the hype levels back up. Everybody charge! These dungeons have a really interesting history. So they were added, I believe, in 2.1. They were the first 24-man dungeons, which is the largest that this game does. But World of Warcraft used to do 40-man raids. But for Final Fantasy, they kept everything a little bit smaller. So dungeons are 4 instead of 5, raids are 8 instead of 20, and these Alliance raids are 24 instead of 40. But yeah, they didn't really know like what would work in this game, so they have some really interesting mechanics that kind of only appear in these first dungeons. But I'll try to call some of them out as we're going through. The first few things are pretty standard. And everyone attack the enemies. Also a lot of particle effects. Everybody, 24 people all casting spells and stuff. It's just a lot of stuff happening on the screen and a lot of people running around. It is absolutely chaos. And they still do a full set of Alliance raids every expansion, but they've definitely refined a lot of them and kind of figured out what actually works best for them. Also, let me move my face cam back down. Usually it's okay, but just in case there's something naughty in the chat, don't want that to show. So for this fight, we have to kill the skeletons. Eventually they'll try to run back to the dragon. And if they touch the dragon before they die, they explode. Which is bad for us. Then we take a bunch of damage. Where is Luna? Luna. Not right now. Luna. Luna. What you doing? Why are you so insistent? So there, like that one made it. But we took a bunch of damage. What? Oh, sorry. There you go. That's good, kitty. Also, most people usually outgear this raid so much that a bunch of them can hit like that and it's still fine. Because you can get hit up. Which apparently is what it seems like we're doing. So I'll just attack the dragon. Alright, and that was the first boss battle. There are at least 5 or 6 in the swing. Okay, now to the right. Okay, so this is kind of the first instance where they tried something unique. So there are 3 paths here. They're all independent. And so you have to split the party into the teams of 8. And 8 players will go down each path and can only interact with your path, basically. And you have to have 4 people standing on that platform for the enemy to be able to be damaged. Which is a pretty cool mechanic. So like if 4 people aren't standing on that purple platform all the way where my cursor is, then we can't hurt this guy. So we have to like coordinate together so that we can all be attacking at the same time, basically. And it's usually a race to see which group can finish first. I don't know what happened with the other teams. This is an absolute mess. Usually it's not this complicated. They need 2 more people back here. So when this ring is up, the boss doesn't take damage. I have no idea what's happening. I've never seen this before. This is what happens when you play at like 4 in the morning, apparently. Oh, that was fun. Okay, now we're on to the third boss. So, in this one, half of the Alliance gets transformed into the Astral Realm. So you can see I'm kind of invisible. So only people in the Astral Realm can attack the main boss. Everyone else is attacking like all these enemies that are spawning. So if you're not in the Astral Realm, you can't hurt him. So you should deal with these. But if you are in the Astral Realm, you can still hurt anything, but you should attack the main boss. That's the only way it dies. The alignment switch in 10 seconds, so we're just going to keep attacking as long as we can. There's just people running all over the place doing stuff. Hooray. And nice and easy. We did left, we did right. Now we go straight. Take a moment to look around. Magic crystal defense. Bunch of fire and lava. Get to look at other people's glams. Always fun. Oh, gotta jump. Jump, jump, jump. Yump, yump. Got an interesting crew today. So in this fight, there are 3 of these guys, and each of the 3 alliances is supposed to take one. They have to be spread out, which we are not doing. Our tank is not tanking this one. There we go. Different tank took it, that's fine. As long as 2 of the tanks know what's happening, we can get through it. Attack. Good time for a charge. Don't run into lava. Also, always good advice. Kind of a mess. We did it though. Now we just have to take out the bomb before it explodes. One more boss defeated. Continue up the lava. Next is the King Behemoth. This fight is kind of interesting. You get to show it off right away. So if you get this green circle, you need to run out in the group because you're going to drop a rock down. And basically the King Behemoth is going to do this really large attack. And if you're not standing behind a rock like this person, you're going to die. And that was a good educational example. Glad that Astrologian was willing to sacrifice themselves to show how the mechanic works. Also, if you drop it too close to the boss, it doesn't actually protect you. It's kind of a bug, but that's why you have to run out. And this Iron Giant tries to destroy the rock, so you have to keep it distracted, kill it before it can do that, while also watching for the cast. And that's it. Yeah, there's always someone. That's okay. My first 2 or 3 times in it, I had no idea what was happening in this entire raid, and like nobody explains things. So I was that Astrologian at one time, and I still die from it sometimes because of that bug where if you're too close. Alright, now that the Behemoth is defeated, the elevator's activated, we can go to the top. Oh no, there's a boss. Right. Final enemy. Oh. I think they started it without me. That's okay. So this boss, you also have to split into 3 parties. So you fight the Legathon here. Avoid all the red swirlies like normal. Then he runs to the middle. You have to run to the outside. You cast Ancient Flare. If you're not in this safe ring right here, you get exploded, like that sage did. Healers are having a rough day right now. Okay, then after you take out the bodyguard, you go back in, and he's gonna do that one more time, and that's the entire fight. And the entire raid. Honestly, pretty cool fights. 24-man stuff is yeah, kind of chaotic, but I just love seeing a bunch of people running around fighting at the same time. There's something just very satisfying in an MMO about just fighting alongside the 23 other people. And everyone back to the circle. Everyone survived this time. Honestly, did pretty well. I have had times where everyone wiped on that. If not enough people live through it, it just instantly destroys everyone. Call that a labyrinth? Gosh. The Lalas. Wait, I want a pair of sunglasses. How do I get sunglasses? Labyrinth of the Ancients complete. Thank you all. Have a good day. Bye. Does nobody want it? I can have it. Alright. Bring in Graha, Tia, and Sid, and Biggs and Wedge. Can't forget about them. Oh there, Leoki. Very impressive, I must say. Your name shall be writ large in the volumes that are sure to be penned on this historic expedition. The scale of the structure defies comprehension. Someone plainly thought bigger was better. According to the findings of my Baldessian colleagues, the Crystal Tower was constructed to collect and store the endless energies of the sun. A characteristically ambiguous undertaking. Now, what of the tower's inner defenses? Judging by your haggard expression, clearing out the labyrinth was no small feat. There are a lot of enemies. A giant of a man wielding a shimmering scimitar, you say? Yes, well that will have been Phleglathon. Not Archeron, Phleglathon. He was a hero of the Allegan Revolution. And you gleaned that from what, exactly? His choice of weapon? Well, I am a historian, and I have a certain, shall we say, affinity for the lore of the Allegan Empire. It is, of course, all knowledge gleaned from musty scrolls and tombs. The ancient texts claim that the Crystal Tower is defended by the champions of Eld, resurrected and augmented through the Allegan's extraordinary technology. Chief, you need to see this. Whoa. Well, there it is. Foot of the tower. What surprises do you have in store for us, I wonder? I can't tell you how glad I am to have you on this little jaunt, old friend. Had you not beaten a path through that maze, I very much doubt we'd be standing here now. Well, we have much to discuss and digest. Let us retire to St. Cognac's Find for the present, and there plan our next step. Lest there be any doubt, our expedition has some way to go yet. I want to go in! Let's just go in! Oh. Fine. We'll go back. Alright, wing one, done. So quiet. Why is this so quiet? I want the music. Can't handle Luna's cuteness. She's sleeping so cutely right now. Don't think I can get either of the webcams to look at it though. At least from the angle I'm seeing. But she's got her like little paw right beside her head, which is like just like tucked away. Is really cute. So good of you to join us, Leoki. Our meeting would be dull indeed without a full account of your experience experiences in the Labyrinth. Take a moment to collect yourself, and when you are ready, we shall debate how best to proceed. The Fellowship of Noah being accounted for, it is time this assembly was called to order. Rambros will be presiding over the meeting. If you would be so kind as to inform him of your readiness to proceed. Welcome back, Leoki. I've just been reading about your encounter in the Labyrinth of the Ancients. It pleases me greatly to note that you seem none the worse for the experience. For your reference, I have added my own notes to Graha's preliminary expedition report and have begun compiling a Crystal Tower survey log. The information contained therein will be available to you at all times. Should you have any questions, you need only ask. Now, if there are no objections, I shall begin with the summary of the expedition's key accomplishments. Let's do it. In the course of this, our first foray into the grounds of the Crystal Tower, we succeeded in neutralizing the structure's outer defenses, before proceeding to secure the maze surrounding the base of the spire. According to Leoki's account, the Labyrinth's defenses were most emphatically active. Disturbingly, his report also mentions a violent encounter with a sentry heavily augmented by Allegan technology. In short, our misgivings were well founded. The Crystal Tower was not simply thrust above ground by the chaotic shifting of Earth. It has somehow been reawoken. If, as seems increasingly likely, the tower's secrets should prove too dangerous to share with the world, we will have no choice but to contain them. Short of leveling the place, this will almost certainly involve returning its mechanisms to a state of dormancy. To do that, however, we will first need to address the question of how they work. Answer to which must surely be awaiting for us inside the tower itself. In conclusion, that is where we must go. Task rather easier said than done, if the perils of the Labyrinth are any indication. Then I move that all further exploration of the tower be delayed until such time as an exhaustive analysis of the structure's defenses have been completed. Master Garland, may I entrust this task to you? It would be my pleasure. Don't forget about us. Like you said, Chief, we founded the Ironworks to make sure technology was used for the right reasons. And that means making sure it's not used for the wrong ones. We wouldn't be doing our jobs if we didn't see this through to the end. Lads, well, I hope you're ready for some back-breaking chores. Well, everything seems to be in hand here, so I shall take my leave of you for the present. If I am to witness this valiant tale unfold with mine own eyes, I must needs hone my martial skills ere we ascend the spire. You'll do nothing of the sort, Graha. Your knowledge may prove useful to Master Garland's investigation. As an observer, I'm not strictly speaking subject to your authority. Pray, do not mistake my intent, Leoki. I am well aware that I shall never be a match for one of your innate talents, however hard I train. Be that as it may, pray do not allow your skills to rest from disuse during the coming pause. We will need you fighting fit if our subsequent forays are to prove as productive as this one. Mark me, we have not yet caught more than the briefest glimpse of that which time hath obscured. Soon, however, we shall cast off the veil and gaze upon the glory of the Allegan Empire. And with that encouraging thought in mind, it is time to bring this assembly to a close. Let us all focus on the tasks at hand, that our next expedition may begin all the sooner. Meeting adjourned. Alright. Wow. What was this guy? Mask guy. Uh-oh. Got a bad feeling about this. Such a terrible mess. Yet it does leave the door wide open, so to speak. Oh no, was he using us? One cannot help but be impressed. I'm beginning to understand the reliance you place on adventurers, old friend. So, this is the legacy the Allegan Empire left behind. If my readings are correct, the energy source waiting atop the tower is a match for even the Ultima weapon. Nay, more than a match. A new toy for me to play with. Who is it? He's Garlean! Oh, it's Narrow! It's a Power Ranger! The one that got away! Dude, that Garlean theme still hits. I believe the fates had conspired to deny me my just rewards once again, but it would seem they had a greater destiny in mind for me. And so long as my ambition burns, I shall strive to seize it. The dream lives on, Sid. Do not disappoint me. Oh man. It basically is, yeah, the Darth Vader Empire.